We're talking about the Met Gala, the hits, the misses, and much more with entertainment journalist Christal Jordan. Christal, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. What an amazing night last night. The Met Gala definitely delivered everything that was expected and a little bit more. This year's theme was super fun, tailoring Black style, and it really focused on this idea of dandyism, which was a African American man that had exquisite taste and was very particular about his dress. Everything from the color to the texture to the tailoring was just exquisite and an artistic expression. So it was a great way for people to really kind of celebrate, men's fashion.
Yeah, and like any Met Gala, there are the people who understood the assignment and the people who didn't understand the assignment. Let's start with Kylie Jenner and your thoughts on her ensemble.
So, I will say that Kylie was my favorite Kardashian for this year's gala. The outfit is extremely feminine and extremely sexy, but you do see the tailoring is perfection. She looks beautiful. The corset brings a little bit of femininity to that, and then you've got like a wool texture, like a men's suit. That's the rest of the dress. So I think she looked great.
All right, tell me who was your favorite of the night?
So, okay, my favorite was Jodie Turner-Smith. She was absolutely spectacular in this crushed velvet. That coat was everything. But aside from just looking beautifully tailored and this amazing hat, her look was reminiscent of a Black equestrian from the 1800s. Her name was Selena Levesque. She lived in Paris, and she was photographed, out here as an equestrian. And we know the Kentucky Derby was Saturday. So I just thought it was a great way to kind of tie in some history with, of course, the fashion expression, and she looked amazing to me.
Yeah, pulling it all together there. All right, I want to talk about Usher and his wife because they were looking sharp and hitting the right look together.
Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, Usher was the definition of a dandy, right? He looked beautiful. I mean, just the scarf, the suit. Usher, it looked amazing. But I gotta say, I think that his wife, Jennifer, upstaged him. I love this look. It is the perfect way to kind of combine a feminine touch to the beauty of menswear, right? I think she looked gorgeous. Shouts out to Jen Gogotier Raymond. She definitely was a beautiful expression of dandyism. And like I said, she definitely upstaged Usher, in my opinion, just a little bit.
Yeah, they are stunning. Okay, let's talk about Madonna because, as I understand, we haven't seen her on that red carpet in almost a decade.
We haven't, and first of all, it's exciting to see Madonna, right? It's Madonna, but I will say, Joanne, I was not crazy about this look. I felt like the cream, the monochromatic cream, kind of washed out any details. So it's Madonna, so we're not going to say too much. But this was not one of my faves. I think this was a miss. I don't think she really captured the essence. It was ill-fitting, and I just didn't see anything in this that really looked great on the carpet, but again, it is Madonna.
It is Madonna, and they can't all be winners, right? Let's talk about Zendaya because she never misses.
Oh my gosh, she never misses. I think Zendaya, now this is an example of a monochromatic look that hits. The details, the buttons, the hat. She is like, and I know she has La Roche, who's an amazing stylist. He was there last night talking about her looks and more, but they are an amazing team. This young lady, to me, she's a fashion icon of this time period. I'm not going to say decade because she's been doing this for a while, but she looks, just absolutely flawless look.
Yes, she does. All right, so we always love to watch this to see maybe some of the more outrageous things that you're going to find on the carpet there. Andre 3000, definitely different.
We know that Andre 3000 is a true artist. He is always going, anytime he makes an appearance, there's going to be a statement attached to that. So he shows up with a piano attached, strapped to his back. Definitely, I think it's reminiscent of the Harlem Renaissance, where so many artists felt like they were a slave to their art. I definitely think Andre, could fit that bill. He looks like Andre, and we definitely get the message is that it's all about art for him. it's always been. He always, when he does show up, he's going to show up with a message, and there's always going to be some great fashion attached to that. So, and congratulations, Andre and Big Boy are getting they're inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. So it made perfect sense to see him on the red carpet.
Yes, indeed. All right, you talking about somebody who understood the assignment, Janelle Monae.
Oh my gosh, she's another one that never misses. And I think when you think of artistic expression through fashion and music, this young lady has been a part of that conversation every time. I mean, she's just so artistic and she's so focused on every single detail. I knew that she would kill it. Listening to her talk about the inspiration for this, definitely merging that fine line between masculine and feminine, and she does it, like I said, like no other. She's perfection.
Okay, I hate that we're about to run out of time, so hit me really quickly here with the last two. These are big ones.
Last two are huge. Okay, first of all, Rihanna upstaged the entire Met Gala with her new announcement, and she's done that consecutively. Another baby bump. So Rihanna showed up, baby bump first, right? And then an expression of a men's suit, blended with her baby bump. She showed up late after the carpet was shut down and got everybody talking, and I'm sure she's the biggest story tonight. And then, of course, the queen herself, Diana Ross, made an appearance in this feathered white fabulosity. I don't even care if it was on trend for the theme. It was Diana Ross, and she was everything and more. Absolute vision of beauty.
Yeah, I will never get over the fact that she is 81 years old.
Oh
Christal.
my gosh, and just such grace. Shut the entire carpet down. You see that train? Beautiful. She is the diva.
She is indeed. All right, Christal, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And if you would like to keep up with Christal, you can follow her at The Real Christal Jordan on social media. Stay with us.